Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze. Country roads take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia. Rich Rodriguez, heading back home. If you don't know who Rich Rodriguez is, he used to be the coach at West Virginia in the early 2000s, and he left to go to Michigan, and now he's returning back home to West Virginia. He's from West Virginia. That song that I just recited there is Take Me Home, Country Roads. It's basically like the West Virginia theme song, Anthem by John Denver. Just wanted you guys to get a little piece of that. Can't sing it because I'm tone deaf. But Rich Rodriguez back to West Virginia. I know Pat McAfee's probably happy about that, excited. So we'll see what happens. I mean, that was probably where Rich Rodriguez had his best years coaching, was at West Virginia. So they beat Georgia, I remember, in a big bowl game. It might have been the Sugar Bowl. That would make sense. So, I think they were good. They had 10-win seasons multiple times, maybe more than 10, maybe 11 wins. So Rich Rodriguez heading back to West Virginia. That's big for the Big 12. I love it. I think he's a great coach. I love that they welcomed him back, because I think there was some weirdness when he left. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I thought he kind of left abruptly, quickly to Michigan or something ridiculous, crazy. And there were issues with his buyout and everything, but I guess they've resolved that. I haven't been paying too close of attention to Rich Rodriguez or West Virginia over the last 15 years, but I think that's great. Good for them. Good for the Big 12. Good for college football. Also, there's been a lot of stuff happening in college football. Dan Mullen coached at Florida for a while. I don't remember where else, but he most recently was on ESPN as an analyst, and he just signed a 5-year deal to be the head coach at UNLV because their coach left for Purdue, I believe. So a lot of changes, a lot of things happening in the coaching world in college football. I think, was there something else? Ryan Day, still at Ohio State. I saw a thing that the AD said, yes, of course he's going to be our coach, which I guess that's fine. I don't care. I don't care for Ohio State, so whatever. Is he a good coach? I guess. Maybe, maybe not. He's lost 4 straight to Michigan, so maybe they need to change there. I don't know, but the AD at Ohio State says that Day is staying at Ohio State. So you have that. Bill Belichick? What? UNC? Why is he coaching in North Carolina? I know he's got ties there. I know the other day when I did this podcast, it was like rumors in that it was kind of out there, but it's official. Bill Belichick going to North Carolina. I guess that's good. I don't know. The ACC, it's a big name, that's for sure. North Carolina is a big name school also. So a big name NFL coach going to college, which I think is wild. I don't know. I just saw this. Sickened by the politics of the NFL, Belichick aims for a college restart. I don't know. Obviously, that's just a headline. I don't even know if that's an opinion piece. But the politics of NCAA aren't any better, I don't think. I don't know, too. Going from head coach where in the NFL, you don't have to deal with NIL, recruiting, all of that. So more power to him, I guess. I don't know. I guess that's good for college football, good for North Carolina. We'll see what happens. Who knows how long he'll be there? I don't even know what the deal was. 5-year deal. That's crazy. 5 years. So he's 72 now. Man, these coaches are getting up there in age, huh? So 72. It says here he worked in the NFL in some capacity from 1975 until after the 2023 season. So almost 50 years in the NFL, and now he's took a couple years off, or a year off, I guess, and now he's going to coach college football at North Carolina. I know there was a tie there. His dad coached there, was an assistant there in the fees. So, that's cool. Fun, I guess. I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's kind of funny, too, because North Carolina, I felt like, obviously this is just my opinion, but I feel like they kind of did Mac Brown dirty. They could have let him quit on his own terms, but they like fired him and told him, like made it known that he would be leaving before they had even played their last game, I think. So that's kind of weird, but that's sports for you. That is sports for you. So that's big. Bill Belichick, Rich Rodriguez, Dan Mullen. Anything else I missed in college football as far as coaches go? I think those are the biggest things. Oklahoma State, I just saw. I don't think it's been official from Oklahoma State yet, but the rumors, I think they're rumors still, saying that Oklahoma State is hiring, Doug Meacham, who played at Oklahoma State, and he also coached at Oklahoma State under Mike Gundy for a while. So he's kind of been a journeyman, just like Grantham. But when you've been in the college ranks or NFL for so long, you kind of bounce around, I guess. So he was an offensive lineman for Oklahoma State, probably the same time Gundy was there in the 80s. Maybe they crossed over a season or two. They're about the same age. But he comes from TCU. He was a wide receivers coach. And before that, I saw somebody like, oh, we're getting a wide receiver coach. He's been an OC at a couple other places. So, I mean, he has the experience, I guess. But Doug Meacham now, offensive coordinator. Todd Grantham, defensive coordinator. Mike Gundy, head coach. Between those three guys, though, if you go and look at their journey in coaching, I mean, combined, they've got like 1,000 years of coaching. So I guess that's good. I think my math's way off, though. It's like 100-something years combined. But those guys have all been involved in coaching for at least over 30 years, 35 years, somewhere right around there, each of them. Is that good? Is that bad? Hey, as an Oklahoma State fan after this season, I think we can at least win one game next year in the Big 12 with this coaching staff. So it's a positive, I guess, right? I mean, you win 6 games. If Oklahoma State went 3-9. If Oklahoma State goes 6-6 or 7-5 next season, that is a win in my book after this season. I will take 6-6. I will take 7-5. And that's easier for me to say because, I mean, I was born in the early 80s in Oklahoma, so I got to see you win a national championship while Oklahoma State was horrible. When I went to college at Oklahoma State, we were horrible. Like a 3-9 season when I was a student at Oklahoma State in the late 90s, that was about right. Win 4 games, okay. You know, my last year or so, Les Miles became the head coach, and we went to a bowl game. I think my last year there, a bowl game in Houston. So that's when things started turning around as far as Oklahoma State football goes. But I'm used to losing as an Oklahoma State football fan. And so, I mean, this last year was definitely surprising after the last 20 years or so that Gundy's been at Oklahoma State. You know, obviously it was surprising, but all we can do is move forward. They fired the coordinators. We got new ones now. Time to move on. We'll see what we get out of the portal. A little weary of getting the players that we're offering out of the portal. Obviously, I'm no recruiter. I don't know. I'm not watching Western Michigan or Kent State play, but I'm seeing that we're offering guys from schools like that. I mean, if they can play, who cares, right? And it's Oklahoma State. We're not going to get guys that are transferring from big SEC schools or big Big 12 schools. We might get one or two, but I get it. It's tough being an Oklahoma State fan, but here we are. What are you going to do, though?